Okay, we'll go ahead and get the meeting started.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We vote forward this morning, but carrying hands over all of our employees here. Those in public service. Just watch over them. God, help us as a board. Make good decision for us. Service moving forward. Just saying that. Do it. Everybody has a chance to previous motion approved. Motion made by Bubba for a second. Right. I'm grateful. All those in favor say aye. Right. Fully.
Okay, our deposits for September was a little down for September, but in over what I've got here, 67,485.54. The county stipend was put in twice in September for a total of $115,820.08. Which brought that total was $183,305.62. Runs again were running about the same. They were 219 99 ALS, 49 BLS, 32 canceled for false runs. DOAs included in that count. We also had 39 lift assist or AMAs or refusals. We got the transmission fixed on 3606. We put a transmission in it. It's got a 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty on it. That cost us a little bit more than what the manufacturer warranty would have been. Manufacturer warranty costs like a year. We went into it's only like $220, 3 years, 100,000 miles. Well worth that, I believe. The ABS building company, I don't know if they've been in contact with you guys. I would assume they have been, but I got a notice from them on the 15th of September where they're reducing its rate from 6% to 5.75%. Said in the letter, it says this is a 4% reduction. So we'll see how that goes next month. But this month it was, I believe it was around $3,800 for this. Yeah, $3,869. The month I got for for the previous, so I guess should be showing a reduction amount, I would assume, next month. We were able to find, we still have those 2 full-time paramedic spots, still not having any luck at all on finding a paramedic. So we went ahead and we had a advanced EMT came in. She was looking for a full-time position and went ahead and hired her, put her on the field one of those holes. What we're going to do is I'm going to try to leave this other hole open to see if I would just, by the luck of the draw, have somebody have a paramedic come in, put in an application looking for a job. So I'm going to try to leave that hole open as long as I can to see what happens. What we're going to have to do, since we got hired her on the advanced level, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move some operational procedures around a little bit. It looks like on one crew, on one shift, the C shift, we still have 2 medic units on. The other 2 shifts are going to have a medic and an advanced unit on for right now. Like I said, until we can come up with a solution for paramedics. Our overtime is going to be up this month due to vacations and the open spots that we have. Full-time is some of the full-time people that have stepped up and are filling some of those holes and we can't find anybody. Like I said, we've got, I think, 7 or 8 PRN paramedics. And like I said, we're just not having much luck with getting them in there to fill in. I don't know if it's just the days or something or what, they got other things going on, but just that's where we're standing at so far on that. Also, we're going to hold the rep for Striker. When we had these conversations for the service agreements on our monitors. We've got 7 monitors. We've got 5 Lucas devices. We got 4 power loads. And we've got 5 air chairs. The gentleman that I was talking to, he's a new rep. He's a young guy. He's a new rep. He was actually telling me that Stryker actually has to actually forward the actual cost of what that agreement runs. He told me initially that for a 5-year agreement, he said we'd be looking somewhere around $30,000. Could be a little more, a little less, depending on the age of our equipment, because we do have some monitors that are older than others. So we definitely would have a agreement. I don't know on that 30,000. I'm hoping that that was also including the cost of our costs, which is currently on a contract. I think that was like 17,000 some odd dollars. She signed that. That's for a 3-year contract. But that's still good. That'll be expiring in 2025. But that's still good. So he was going to email me as soon as he gets everything. He's going to email me the exact quote on what it exactly cost us. He's not done that yet. He said it'd probably take him a couple of weeks. So he's got to wait until the IT people from Stryker get it together and do it. I know that's expensive. I was talking to the service yesterday. Their strikers. If Stryker has to come in, we don't have a service contract, and they have to come in to fix something. they charge $300 an hour plus mileage, wherever they come from. So plus any parts, any other parts. Guy I talked to last night said they had a monitor that went down on them with some type of a motherboard and said it ended up costing like $7,000. The total bill would have been over 10 grand, but they had a service contract in effect, so it cost them anything. He said, but if he hadn't had that service contract, he said he'd been put over a 10 grand bill. So, I mean, that's something we definitely need to look at. We've got to get something done on those monitors.
We do not have a current maintenance service contract now, right?
Only on the cops.
This on the cost.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
So you're thinking maybe this $30,000 might be a little less since we've already got currently have a warranty with the cost. Could be just a little bit less, right?
And I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping like I said, he's a new rep. He told me what the cost of the contract was on the cost, like 17,000, and oddball changed for 3 years. So I don't know if he told me this kind of a ballpark figure, but he said the price of the contracts have went up significantly since that last one was signed back a couple of years ago, or a year or so ago. We would have probably been, if this equipment would have been included in that, then we probably could have got it somewhat cheaper for him. It wasn't, so. Now, that was also on our monitors. That's 7 monitors we have. We got 5 of the Lucas devices, which is the CPR devices we have. And that's 4 power loads that are going to be going out of warranty within the next 30 to 45 days. They're going to be going out of warranty.
Your head. How much is a monitor and a Lucas device and a power load? Right. Power load is 40,000. Power load, 40,000. That was 6 months ago. Yeah. The cops are 28,000. The stair chairs are 22,000. Monitors are reconditioned when it's 30,000. Lucas devices you for review, whatever number they are. 23.
How often do you have issues?
Well, the thing is, but we have to, all them monitors and everything need to be calibrated usually once a year. That needs to be done, and they've not been. We need to get that done as soon as we can. I mean, I can call and get them in there, but since we don't, I was talking to Bruce Ramsey, which is he's the tech instructor, and I was talking to him, and he's pretty knowledgeable on everything. He was telling me, he said, if you guys are thinking about getting a contract, he said, why don't we just hold off a little bit? And he said, if we can get that contract, he said, you're not going to be out on money up front of it. Just and he said they have on the contract prices, he said they've got several options. You can pay it all at once. You can pay it annually, pay it biannually, however we need to do it. But he was saying, he said, if you want to try to hold off and wait just a little bit to see what the contract's going to run. He said that maybe we can save a little bit of money that way. He said, but usually like I said, at the service last night, he just recently had his monitors checked and calibrated, and when they come in, they usually do the cots and everything else too, and maintain everything. They put a little decal on them saying they passed everything and they're good to go. He said he said he was there, he done COTS, done their monitors, they don't have near what we've got. And everything, he said he was there probably about 7 hours to get everything done. So that's 300 an hour. So that's gonna be,
That's just on one repair to do.
they did check off while he was there. Yeah, but that's kind of what that's kind of the charges they do. So
The annual calibrations, is that included in a 5-year maintenance contract? It's free then?
yeah, everything, anything that happens in that contract, anything that happens in that contract.
Don't use the repair work. Well, then,
Yes. 5 years.
what's the It's the contract.
He said the longer you go, the cheaper it
Well,
is. Yeah, it's
if that guy's available, why don't you have him come down and, put her to, since he's new, have him, ask him if he wants to come to the next meeting. We can probably do this anyway, but $30,000 a year. I guess my question is, are there other companies that provide these monitors and I don't know
there's one other one around, it's called MStar. We had them before years ago when we didn't have power cots, so we just had the regular, just the regular cots. They wasn't power cots, and they would come down like once a year, and they would check them, and they would do things, and you know, they put, you know, the wheels, the brakes, they checked it all. I don't really know what they charge for that since it's been so long ago. I don't really know. The problem is with, I was talking to another director last night about it. You know, the problem is when you get somebody else that works on like striker equipment, they don't, you know, they don't have the updates available to them that they need to put into needs to put into the monitors. They have to be updated with new software on occasion and stuff, and they just, I think it'd be kind of a waste of money to.
Well, what I would suggest is we change it to one of this company, you know, if they've got an attitude, well, you know, they don't have a choice, but we're the only game in town. You know,
And I think it was usually, you know, the hospitals have, you know, they have contracts with biomed people. You know, some services around don't have to worry about it because they're hospital based and all their equipment's checked same time to go in for the hospital stuff. Kind of the way we was pretty. But I mean, it's something that unfortunately is one of the things that has to be done. And it's just whether we pay it or get a contract with them is
we get all these, like the monitors, the Bluetooth devices and the power loads. This is all service under Stryker, or Stryker just
yeah, it's all service under that. Yeah, it's Bruce Ramsden, he's the tech in this area. He, like I said, he's pretty good. He's a pretty busy guy. He's hard to get hold of, but he's the tech in this area. He wants to hire everything in this area as far as something goes down. He's there.
Does the local hospital also use Stryker?
I'm not sure. I think they've got their own people, I think.
I got video control for my farms and stuff. And what the other companies, they don't have. No, I haven't. Yeah, it really is not what it is about anything in, if we was to go to Furno or something like that, you got the same thing, we prefer to back in the day, there's got the same issue in there. it's really is right. You go with manufacturers, you try to go with the best one to get, tractor with better, Fernal with, wow. We had Fernal tire,
Bruce was telling me, when I was asking him about other services, he was telling me the same thing. He said, the problem with that is, he said, a lot of these other services, he said, we've been around for several years. He said, what they'll do, he said, if you went to somebody, like Install or something like that. He said, the problem is, he said, they can't really adjust or fix the equipment like it needs to be, like with the software updates and stuff of that nature. And he said, see what, defibs, if they're putting out their correct amount of joules, that kind of thing. As far as, he said, we'd be better off. He said, I'm not selling a striker. I'm just telling you, he said, you'd be better off with a contract through them.
Yeah. All right, well, when do you want to, in a perfect world, I assume you're in favor of this, when would you want to do this? If you have enough left out of your maintenance budget, even after the annual transmission, keeping in mind you got 3 months left in the year. But you don't have to know now. Keep that in mind. Obviously, we can take it out of your maintenance budget.
Are you talking just for the cost of the maintenance right now? Are you talking
For the 5-year maintenance agreement.
for the maintenance agreement? Yeah, I think I would definitely be short. Thing.
Well, I assume this is something we probably want to do the next 30 days, so we can set our,
Right. You got the expenses in front of you there, right?
time running out there.
What were we have to do with these things? Sorry, man. This is my fault.
I just turned in that transmission cost is, almost right at $7,400.
That's better than 85.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Seems kind of funny that the gas for transmission warranty is better than the original. Unfortunately.
And then they didn't get it for the resolution. I said, there's no way on that here.
So they couldn't even get one.
No, they didn't get one. It's gonna be like a 6-month wait for 50 to what? Yeah, right now, sitting right here.
I guess we could- Yeah. Thank you, now. I'm better. Go working on it.
Even to the price of that, now they're part of the service.
About 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, if you would, check on that. I know we're gonna have to move on that. Oh, we have by the next meeting, so if we want to do that, maintenance, so our time is running out on the original warranty.
Yeah.
Is there that damage to the all front? Can you really just rate up the discount?
Yeah, he said one striker, he said they do that up at the main place. And as soon as he gets that, he said he would email it to me. Yeah, and then I'll have an exact cost when that comes in. This, like I said, this is just kind of a ballpark figure that he said that he's, just going by previous things. He said, but it had the price of those contracts hasn't been up. And he also was saying, I think they have a 3-year option, they have, a 5-year option. And the way you tell me, the longer you go, the cheaper it is. So,
Well, why don't you check on that and see if he wants to come down here to next meeting, that's fine. He does something in the world. We've invited him, so
get contact with him.
in the meantime, see what kind of options he got his first year's payment plan and all that. Good. Anything else?
Your income, while that income was down, there was in a month, so I think it was 350, 500 bills. We got way up. Got the first week of October, 350.
On Bill.
Got the first week of September, people told me up there, by the end of the first week of October, they had it down to less than 100, like 91, still not there. Which is odd, because they've always told us we get 6 or 7 days of Medicaid, and Medicare bill the run of it, it was less bill. I have some there also that was we being told false information, or was that just they wanted to do 6 or 7 days?
Did you have about that many runs last month also?
No, that was still, that was up there, but not like that. This felt like it did back in last was October, December, January of last year, right before Chelsea. They got that same number in back in January or February, we had that low number.
I'm talking about August. Your August runs, I don't have the whole spreadsheet.
I didn't, and they referred to what they had not billed, what I'm referring to. I don't think we could run a total data. I've got it in my head when they get that far behind, and they've been that far behind for about 6 months.
We can go in there and look in.
I know it's somewhere around that same number. But It's not necessarily the runs, sometimes. Are they getting billed timely?
Is that part of the reason they discounted their services?
I don't know.
Yeah, no reason why they just stayed down before they offered it.
If it's down blue, they offer you, I got the letter, it's been really,
It's just been like loaded because, you know, like the increase billing $200 per run for Medicaid increase, and every form in there just fine.
your, yeah, the letter just reads it. Effective with your next invoice, ABS is reducing your billing fee from 6% to 5.7. As this is a 4% reduction, we continue to negotiate with our vendors to reduce expenses and share the savings with our clients. I hope you find this change helpful. As always, please contact us whenever you have questions or concerns. So,
Next question. We would be looking for a bill.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we got something less than a month.
It's not really cost, but it's not getting, time it's.
Almost that.
There's huge numbers, and my question is with Medicaid and Medicare, we've always been told, we go way back when we first become the county service, they always told us, ABS did, you had 6 or 7 days to submit a Medicare, Medicaid bill when you got reduced bill. And we've been told that for years and years and years. You didn't run done, it been there.
Then if you go past so far, then you gotta go through the appeals process to even to get it.
Even,
Yeah.
so that's my question to them. If somebody knows better than we do, we'll get one of them, one of us, I'm sure. Kind of back in the maintenance, we get the maintenance of 25, call it 26,000 left in that unexpended balance in the vehicle maintenance.
Is that after $7,000? That's a month.
Has ever our funds. So that thing get out for them, 25, 24, 3, 21, 21. 21,000, so it's not necessarily that costly for maintenance this year. Let's take another line.
What's
as far as the total budget, looks like we're still gonna be on track for $250,000 to $300,000 under the budget cut year in. I don't know where all these pull, I know there's certain line items you cannot pull from. There is line items you can pull from to be able to cover that cost, so being under budget that much for the year. I would think. I would think that would be a thing we really need to open the book and look at.
What's that?
Building companies.
Any suggestions? Or just
Well, that one that, there's that one that's called the 911 building. Talked to the director that has that thing. He told me, he said, they're on top of it. He said they are, he said his, I think he was telling me his revenue went up when he switched to this company. It's, I believe it's out in Owensboro, Kentucky, I believe. But, when he switched to this, he said his revenue went up like 9%. So, you know, he said they're on top of it. He said every month he looks, he said they're on top of it. They're a bigger, they're a lot bigger. I assume, I don't really know, I had contact with them. I think they're a lot bigger. I think they do a lot of billing for a lot of agencies.
What do you think? Versus what he was doing before.
he said, it's,
On his,
No, that's what I'm saying. A different company.
yeah, well, on his revenue that's coming in from rent. He said, I was telling him, you know, ours sometimes it just seems like they're always running behind. And he was telling me, he said, he's not had that issue with this other company. So, and I'm sure there's more than, you know, another one. I'm sure there's more out there. But, you know, that had been, we all kind of had some discussions on that back in the late spring about it.
The revenue was up 5%. Just,
We need to talk to this guy.
At it. At 9:11.
Discussion. We were having some trouble. Mats, they're not mats and different. So, I mean, I'm not thinking hurting for us to.
but absolutely, I didn't look into that.
How that guy comes in here, maybe prevent, you know, what he can do for us. And we're going to check again and see. Sometimes it doesn't hurt.
That's what I'm trying to understand. I think, yes, working on that percentage would be nice. That's what I'm trying to understand.
it's pretty easy to understand. He didn't want to lose our business, that's why he reduced it. He knows he's behind. He probably got the same problem everybody else in this world has today. He can't get it out. Or he can't get it out.
Well, I understand that part, 100%. I just don't understand how this other company's getting 9% more than what they were. Whenever, if I've got a billing company, I'm gonna maximize my bills to whoever, where I get, might maximize that to 6% of that 5.75%.
Who's our previous building company?
I'm not sure.
So,
About that,
you know, they were.
No.
programs.
Okay, problems. Yes.
I guess that not the increase of it where it's a Medicaid, Medicare thing, you've always been told is true. Or get maximized building by getting turned into 6, 7 working days. Or get full building where I want to guess working on that in the case.
First thing, we can do it on our end, but I would suggest you call Jim Freeman and we'll talk with him, say, hey, what's going on? If, he did it first. He's in communication, he said, you know, we're pretty dependent on him. That's our income stream. I'd like to see you get in the habit of, you know, talking to him on a regular basis. There's always more to the story.
Oh, yeah, very good. Well,
But I do know that, in fact, he pointed this out years ago when he got work that we were considering changing. And he did bring up a good point, which is why I would think, because he wants to keep our business. He said, you got to keep in mind when you switch building, if you switch building, that it's kind of like our payroll situation. You know, it's not just going to be snap on the finger, you know. There'll be a lot of work on your end, trying to go with the new system.
oh, yeah, they all have different, you know, reporting systems and everything else. Where that? But, no, it won't get that like that. But,
We have to give Jim a call and have a little heart to heart with him. We'll do the same on our end. No.
the cost of getting that.
You on the end?
You want me to call?
Okay.
Okay.
Right there? Right.
I'll reach out.
All right.
Also, just the other day, was trying to get a thing called around the county. Talked to Harrison Jackson as far as what their statuses are on paramedics. Like I said, it's everywhere. It's across the board. Harrison is they're still 3 to 4 minutes short. Even though they've taken 2 of ours away, he's still 3 to 4 short. Jackson is short. Orange County, their big system, the IU health system, are like 52. But their pay rates at Harrison is on an EMT, it's $18.50 an hour. Start now, and it is 2.5% up to 6 years for experience. An advanced EMT was $19.50 an hour, and it was 2.5% up to 6 years as well. And then a paramedic starting out was $22.50, and that's 2.5% up to 8 years on a paramedic. Orange County was on EMTs are 17 starting out. Medic was 21 with a max of 33 an hour. They also, I was talking to Trish, she was also saying they're in mandatory overtime because they're so short on people. She said they're in mandatory overtime right now. They also give shift bonuses, 250 extra per medic work shift that they can't find coverage for, and 150 for DFT if they can't find coverage. So, Jackson County, we were comparable with Jackson County. Actually, we're a little higher than Jackson County as far as medic pay goes. They work the same schedule as 24/48, but their rate is 18.13 for a medic. So we're above that. Ours is we're almost $1 above that. We're at 19.11. So, but he was telling me that, they're going to, their county council was looking at getting raises. He didn't know how much they were going to be yet, but he was looking at that. And then, Trish at Orange County also told me that IU Health is doing a salary adjustment. She don't know how much that's going to be, yet. She said it should be coming out. She was saying probably November, first part of December. He said that it'll be going up. She just didn't know how. So it's just kind of, I just want to, everybody's having the same problem. Our EMT class is starting up like October 14th. And Steve's telling me it's full right now. He's got 12 people in it now, that's, you may start out with 12, you may finish out over. Yeah, it's gonna be held up here. And so got 12 people interested in taking it, and then, we're also gonna try to get an advanced class started shortly after this one starts. We're probably looking maybe towards maybe, the first of the year, getting the advanced class started. But that's the only, like I said, I'm concerned with the medical status we have, not being able to find it, because if we lose one more or two, we're
All right, anything else, Ted?
I think that's about it, I think.
Do you have anything you want to raise the board about?
Not today.
On that? Okay. Building, say, I know. Do a lot of studying over there. Sure. Yeah. Budget. I'm good. You? No. Mr. Miller, I need to see you for a few back. That is good. Well. Okay. So, adjourn. All right, all those in favor, say. All right. All right.